Murtha Cullina is a New England-based law firm with 120 lawyers and roots going back 76 years. The firm's founders had been highly placed in the Roosevelt administration during the New Deal era. One of those founders was E. Burt, who later went on to become a prominent federal appellate judge in Washington. His name now graces the courthouse for the Federal District of Columbia Circuit and District Courts. The Connecticut and Washington firm, started by Judge Prettyman and his colleagues, and later led and grown by John Murtha, Bill Cullina, and other distinguished lawyers, now has 6 offices: Hartford, Boston, Stamford, Madison, Woburn, and of course, New Haven. Murtha Cullina has been in New Haven since 1988. With 18 attorneys and 13 administrative and support staff, Murtha's New Haven attorneys practice in the areas of litigation, transactional law, regulatory and environmental law, immigration, and trust and estates. Active in all segments of the community, we are very proud of our firm's involvement in leadership positions in the United Way, Easter Seals Goodwill, the New Haven Foundation, the New Haven Chamber of Commerce, and, of course, New Haven Legal Assistance Association. Murtha Cullina has had a long tradition of supporting New Haven Legal Assistance Association, both in financial terms and in involvement on the governing board and Friends Board, beginning with attorney Bob Schmaltz in the 1980s and early 1990s, and followed by Elizabeth Stewart, who joined the governing board in 1996, and Burt Cohen on the Friends Board in 1998. Murtha Cullina also has been a long-standing member of the New Haven LAA Firm Stand for Justice.
I have known Elizabeth Stewart. She's joined our firm many years ago as a summer associate, and I've watched her continue throughout her career. At that point, when she joined us, I was her boss. Now that she's the managing partner of our firm, she's my boss. And she's moved in that direction because of her commitment to professionalism, her dedication, and her fundamental leadership skills. She's a trial lawyer, an excellent trial lawyer, but she's a professional in all aspects of the practice of law. And those aspects include leadership in the firm, leadership in the bar, and leadership in the community. And with respect to the community, particular emphasis should be focused on the legal aid community. Elizabeth has been a member of the Legal Aid Board, the Legal Aid Society of New Haven. She's been a leader of that board for some considerable period of time. More fundamentally, she's melded the activity of her leadership here at the firm with that of the pro bono efforts of the Legal Aid Society. And she's encouraged, she's cajoled, and persuaded many of us to participate in pro bono activities and to support the legal aid efforts throughout the state of Connecticut. In short, Elizabeth has been a dedicated professional in all aspects of the word. She has done what many of us aspire to do, and she has benefited not only the legal aid community, but those persons, those clients whom that community serves.
Burt Cohen is widely known throughout Connecticut as the go-to attorney in the communications industry. Despite his youthful spirit, he's been practicing and representing cable companies for over 25 years. As an associate that works closely with him, I know firsthand just how much his clients appreciate his knowledge of the industry and his advocacy for their interests. In addition to his practice, Burt has been an active member of the Connecticut Bar Association. He serves on the board of directors for the Lawyers Collaborative for Diversity, and he is the firm's chair of the Diversity Committee. As his colleague, mentee, and friend, I am honored that New Haven Legal Assistance has taken this opportunity to honor him. Thank you.
Hello. On behalf of our firm, Burt and I are very honored to be recipients of this year's Equal Access to Justice Award. First, I would like to take the opportunity to congratulate the other 2 recipients, Bill Clendenin and Noel Eisenhandler. It's been my honor and privilege to serve on the New Haven Legal Assistance Association board for 16 years, and for 3 of those years I served as chair. I was very fortunate during the 3 years that I served as chair that was probably the high point in legal aid funding throughout the United States. However, since then, since 2008, IOLTA funding has taken a dive. it is critically important that we make up that difference with private donations at events such as this Equal Access to Justice event that we're holding tonight.
As much as an honor as this Equal Access to Justice Award is for the two of us, we would be remiss if we did not recognize the good work done by the attorneys and staff of Greater New Haven Legal Assistance in providing very vital legal services to the needy and underprivileged in the Greater New Haven area. Without their efforts, those of our less fortunate neighbors, many of whom are in dire straits or even in crisis, would go unmet, and our communities would be severely diminished. On a personal note, I'd like to thank Pat Kaplan and my colleagues on the board of Friends of New Haven Legal Assistance for their support and their patience with me through the years.
Again, we're both very appreciative of this award, and I too would like to add a shout out to Pat Kaplan, who, as I believe all of you know, is retiring this year, for her many, many years of service as Executive Director of New Haven Legal Assistance.
Thank you again, and tonight be as generous as you possibly can to New Haven Legal Assistance.
We did it! How many takes was that?